What up, gang? How we doing? Just running around here in this yard, fixing all the irrigation. So you can see them all going off back there. Last minute touches, photography is coming. I am soaked thanks to trying to get these irrigations right. But that's kind of the name of the game when you're in real estate. A lot of people won't talk about that kind of stuff. It's good to know a little thing or two of when you can do things, adjusting the doors when it closing right. So the screw at the very bottom, you can adjust the height of a sliding door to close right. You know, costs money to bring guys back. I'm here. It takes me 10 seconds to pull the screwdriver out of my pocket that I'm walking around the house with, and a rag, and just kind of doing the last minute knickknacks to make sure it's all done and right. Of course, you can do touch up, paint, and all that stuff, but the contractors normally will catch all that. But I see a light missing, so I'm gonna have to run around, and I want to get the light in at least before the pictures. I like this little touches. Look at this cedar fence, and we did I'll show you these little tops, these little lights that just pop. You know, at nighttime this thing really pops. Let me show you this beautiful yard. So we got this nice railings in front to really grab your attention. You can see this is the beach gate right here. I'd actually like to get a little magnet on that thing. You know, we resealed and stained that, built this whole deck out there. Be nice to get a little rocking chair on that deck. That'd be super cute. And got this big yard around the house. So this side we redid the yard. So this is the front yard. Redid all of that with the AC split units. You can see we got the board and batten groove. It's kind of the Kailua style. Cement board. So the cement board will last forever. It won't get eaten up by termites because it's made up of ground cement. And then see that little cedar flashing around the edges? It matches the cedar fence. So little things like that really grab. We just threw a gutter up on here last minute. You can see that's our main front door. I think it's locked, so we're gonna go around the other door. But this house really turned out beautiful. I'm really impressed out of it, how it was. And the struggle actually right now we're having is look at the garage. So we enclosed this garage, did some lights on the top, but we're really having, look at this. This is another landing with it. Struggle we're having is trying to figure out our comps, our sale value. There's nothing for sale in Kailua. There's some really small little homes listed at the same price we were going to sell this at. So we're like, are we underbidding ourselves or undercutting? So we've been going back and forth. I have a partner on this deal, Gunner, amazing guy. Actually, if you all know Gunner out there, he is a grumpy guy, but actually awesome to work with. We've been really just enjoying this project with all of our designs. And you can see this bathroom we built out. This was a half bath right there. You can kind of see where the edge of that shower was. It was just a toilet and a sink. So we brought it out to be a full bath by losing a little bit of the closet and creating a full bath and doing this custom shower. You can kind of see the gold and enclosures with the black hardware on this bathroom. And there's gold in the floor. I don't know if you can see the gold, but little touches of gold and black on that bathroom. So this is rental, could be your Ohana unit, just an extra unit with these doors right there in the front that make it super cute to enter in to if you have maybe a teenager or a family member. We do actually have another unit at the bottom. It's kind of like an ADU. You can kind of see our backyard over here. $4,000 to cut that big tree. That tree was a beast. It had to be done. You can see out in the back up there, we did a little pagoda. We did do irrigation all back here and things like that. Nice big closet. We moved, you can see right here, we moved the washer and dryer to this area of the house. It was kind of in a funky area. Here's a kind of more standard bathroom. Really turned out beautiful. You can see with the black finishes, the white wavy, the rock, and the flooring down there. Really turned out nice. And then that's our floor down there. And big mirror, one sink, just a huge guest bathroom. Really cool to have a big guest bathroom like that. And then you kind of walk out into our living room. Let's check this out. So here's our living room. So our living room is quite huge. You can see that light. I don't know if you guys can see over there. Where's that light? I'm trying to do this with my finger. That light is missing. So I got to go get a can light real fast before the pictures. Pop that in. I love this little nook right there. It was a dead space, and this is all 2x4s kind of right under there. All of this, there's 2x4s under there and holding up these big heavy oven and microwaves. So it was a space that couldn't be used because of all the lumber inside of there. But we wanted to still create a nice little pop. So we got that. Went with the black and white kind of kitchen theme. Love the black tile. It's either you like it or don't, but it really matches Kailua, and it's black and white. Is a kind of timeless design. You can see the layout of this island. Me and my partner were going back and forth. He wanted it kind of straight, and I like the angle better because then it creates a bigger space. You can kind of see in this cooking space, so you can be kind of cooking right here, and you can just turn around and your sink's right there. So it just creates that space where you can be entertaining, you can be cooking for the family, big living room. Your TV would probably go on this wall right there or the back wall. I guess it's up to you guys. And we got that wood accent wall going down to kind of carry this beam. So again, another glue lamp beam that we kind of like to show off. We always like to show off. These things are $500 to $1,000, and they're really nice wood. So just sanded it, varnished, and showed it off. You know, it's a really nice piece of wood. So black and white, real white. These are the classic white cabs. You know, we do nice. This is a nice faucet, super expensive, with a big sink. So it's nice to have touches like that are really important to people. You know, getting the kitchen. This is a KitchenAid fridge. I love the KitchenAid fridge. It's actually better than the Samsung. If you guys want to know little tricks about the refrigerator, Samsungs break a lot. They have a lot of problems. Great brand name, but the KitchenAid and Whirlpools are actually the #1 fridges out there. Industrial looking, the water and ice and everything's hidden inside. And it is counter depth, so you can kind of see how the refrigerator doesn't stick out too far, which is important. I pay more for that things. You can see that light, look at that light. We actually had to move the light last minute. It was like stuck kind of right where the cab opened. And so we just moved it a little couple feet out to kind of just make aesthetically looking. We do got split units on this thing, some Daikin units, which are beautiful. And let me show you the master. So you walk off the living room and we created this huge master. It's just a giant master with sitting areas and your own private entrance. So the cool thing about the master is you have this back lanai pagoda out here. You can kind of just sit, relax, have your coffee out here in the morning in your backyard, very private. And nice little kind of sitting area, could be an office, kind of create nooks to this. And we got the huge walk-in closet. This closet is huge. I don't know if you can tell how long it is, but it's super long closet. Kind of a big closet, which is nice because we reconfigured this whole layout. These were steps over here and washer and dryer was back in here. So here's our master bath. We got the gray floors. And then go into the subway tile master. Big shower head up there with the kind of just the popping fixtures and things like that. But last minute I made sure we had a handle over here. So little things like that are really important. We did a custom mirror. You can see this trim around the mirror just to create a nice clean mirror. Because if you leave a mirror's edges untouched here in Hawaii, they kind of decay real fast. So put a trim around it, makes it pop. Little things like that are really important, that little touches that go a long way. You can't see in between these walls, but a lot are going on in between the walls because we framed them out, you know, covering your wiring with the metal, little metal plates so you can't screw into them, you know, making sure all the little things that are really important. We call blinging out all the lumber and all the support if we do anything like that, where you're putting all your straps and your metal hangers and your hurricane clips and all that good fun stuff. It's very hard in flipping a house because a lot of it is old and done before you. So you run into the older styles of how they did houses weren't always to code. The code is changing and code is always changing every couple of years. So it's hard when you touch a house and a lot of things were done differently back in the day. And then nowadays the code is very different. For example, they used to do these, the wiring for this house was that old it's raw wiring just wrapped around these little copper tubes that just cool by air, literally just raw wire, like not insulated, nothing. And it was air cooled basically. And that's how they used to power these homes. And of course now we got all new electrical wiring, new panels. So we got an upgraded meter and everything. But interesting to see how they did all that old stuff. You may even see some of the wiring were aluminum wires, which get hot, too hot. So you got to change all that out. But you know, you come into these homes and you're expecting to do one thing and then you find another thing very, very constantly of this story. If you have a good crew, good guys who will catch that kind of thing and, you know, just take care of it right away, boss, you got it. And, you know, they will jump on it. And that's the crews you kind of want. And they don't have to bother you with things. Again, we got 15 holding right now and flipping, 6 projects actually in work, in like working. And then of course all of our, I don't know, 13, 14 rentals. So I don't want to be bothered with, you know, a nick on a paint or a hole in the wall. It's not done or working, whatever, you know, take care of it, get it done. Let me know, you know, after, text me. But it's very good, critical to have good crews like that, which I'm stoked about, to have crews that can just handle this kind of stuff. But long enough for now. I got to run to City Mail. It is Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas. You guys have a great, great Christmas and aloha.